Capricorn. Capricorn. Seekers. Hi. Welcome. Hello. I'm working with the Steampunk Tarot. Steampunk Tarot. To give my Capricorn seekers across the globe their march is your march. Taroscope. Do people know how funny you are? I'm not in relation to me allegedly being funny. I'm not funny, but you are funny, like in a smart way, like in a dry, sarcastic way, where you say something no one expects at the weirdest timing, but it's just really funny. Usually, it mocks someone without them knowing. It's like the mockery is very, very subtle. Huh? You might even laugh, not knowing that it's at their expense. Ooh. Cappy, don't laugh at me, because I don't know, and I'll kick your butt. Mm-hmm. Okay, all right, Morgane. Let's get into this. Welcome to the Existential Shift. Indeed. Capricorns. Temperance that have been popping up when I was shuffling before I pressed play. I'm going to take the high road with temperance here. You're possibly making an impossible possible. No shit, look. This is a quote by Audrey Hepburn. There is no such thing as impossible. The word itself says impossible. I mean, if that's not a sign, I do not know what is. You're managing some things, someone's guiding a situation in the most elevated, benefic, best potential possible way. It is not easy. It requires a very delicate balance and tempering of two things that are reliant on one another. For one thing to happen, the other needs to happen, and it's a very delicate thing, so you are being cautious with your wording, with your actions, with your timing, when exactly to send that email and what to say, and it might revolve people, finances, opportunities. Maybe you have two opportunities and you want them both to work out, but something with like managing the schedule in a way that makes it work, although seemingly it's impossible to make it work. Something like that. It's like being double booked and kind of making it work somehow. Don't apply it to people, Cappy, because some of you are doing that, possibly. Some of you are trying to juggle to people, but I'm getting a really positive, high vibe energy from this, so I don't think it's a deceitful. I mean, it could be a little bit, rounding up the truth a little bit, but in ways that doesn't really hurt anybody and kind of win-win situation. You're making a possibly lose-lose situation a win-win situation. That's talent. Show me more. For Cappy for March, please. Ten of Swords and the Chariot. I mean, one is a complete halt and another is a complete movement. Maybe those are the two different, very different energies that you're trying to temper. One aspect in your life completely ending, and it's a big one. It's a huge cycle. It's a very intense one. And another beginning. And both require a lot of energy, so much so that ideally or reasonably, you would first end this thing fully, and then have enough time, energy, space, containment to begin the other and have fast, strong movement with the other. But it seems like the timelines are kind of colliding into one another, so it's not really possible to do it in a chronological, organized manner. So you have to do it simultaneously, and it requires you to kind of split in a way, like be in two places at once, and doing completely different things that require different energy, different approach, different attitude. Like a good example, okay, you are finishing up in one job place, okay, but it's been a big position and a lot of responsibility, so you need to train someone else, and you need to teach someone else, and you need to close up all the loose ends, and it's a lot. Okay, you might be like an ADA, an assistant district attorney, and you have so much responsibilities to pass on to your predecessor, but you're also assigned a new huge position somewhere else that requires a lot of preparation and learning, and you're doing that and that at once, and it's cray-cray. Just an example, it could be anything else. It could be energetic, it could be karmic, finishing one karmic cycle and beginning another, and it's like the cycles are just kind of about to crash, but you manage to somehow not allow them to crash. It's like evading a really crazy, oh my God, car accident, right? God forbid someone is driving on a highway and then the car in front of them flips and another makes a turn, and it's like you need to dodge like 7 cars at once, and somehow it happens, and time slows down and you survive it, and you have no idea how you did that. So that's how you're going to feel by the time this gets eased. You're like, how did I do that? Give yourself a pat on the shoulder, 20 everywhere, because you deserve it. You will deserve it. Good job, Cappy. Show me more. 5 of Swords. Sorry. That was not nice of me. Who remains? Who gets left behind? Who do I take with me to this new place, new area, new adventure, new life path? And who do I not? And that is something you won't be able to have a win-win situation with. Unfortunately, someone will get hurt inevitably. Either way. So you may as well, because there's no evading that part. You somehow managed to maneuver through this crash, but others didn't, and it's not your fault. You found yourself in that weird situation, and you're like, oh my God, and you just, the engine of survival mechanism kicks in, and you just do what you have to do, and every man and a woman is an island, apparently, in those situations. In this situation, there will be a discomfort that will be inevitable. Think long-term. Think necessity. Knight of Pentacles, and do what you need to do, which you know how. I don't need to teach a Capricorn to do what they need to do. You'll get relatively what's the word? Unscratched. Like you'll come out at the other end in a relatively better position than you thought. You'll be in a very good position, but in regards to that dynamic that will suffer, the person that won't like it, whatever needs to be left behind, that discomfort is going to be the least worst case scenario, right? Lesser evil, it will be the lesser evil. And you're free, the Fool. So this entire jazzy shenanigans are going to bring you to a very elevated position. You're going to feel, after all of this, free and elevated again and at ease. You'll have a wonderful new start, a very exciting one. You'll feel suddenly invincible, and that's pretty awesome. 9 of Wands. But there's something you are looking towards with anticipation, somewhat anxious anticipation. Okay, I've came through this. Best case scenario. Right, did it. Whew. But now, that. What that is, I don't know, but you seem to be like really into that. What are you peeking at? Some of you are literally peeking at your neighbor's window. You're just gonna, like, I don't know, sit on your couch and then raise your head and you're gonna see something in the building in front of you and you're like, Cappy? Maybe someone is peeking at you. I hope not. Close those shades. 2 of Wands. Okay. There's so jokes aside, although it could be, but you got your eye on your once you get all this dealt with, you're gonna have your eyes on a new adventure, new endeavor, new study, new path, a new direction that you want to take, either in love, is possibly, in work, possibly all of the above, because this seems like a very powerful new start. You're exploring yourself anew within familiar dynamics. What does that mean? You bring a new, different sense of self to your love life or to your work life. Your approach is different, your attitude is different, your energy is different, your priorities are different. So as you examine this new pathways, you're also learning how your new self is, presenting itself within that. Ace of Swords in the bottom of the deck. Queen of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. Okay. All right. Cappy, this could either be you having a really sharp idea to build something with someone or someone's, a cooperation of some sort. And this could be moving in with your partner. This could be going into a commitment with someone. This could be asking someone out on a date with real, serious intentions. Any form of new start that you bring, okay, this is the right thing to do. I'm ready for this. I'm going to build this properly. But I'm kind of drawn to the fact that there's 3 people here. I hope it's not what we are all thinking always when we see the 3 cards in tarot, which is kind of sad. We shouldn't do that. But I don't know, something about this. Okay, if it comes up in other ways, then I'll touch it. But this could also be someone that you are starting a new type of commitment with, be it love or work. And then building something long term. Either way, there's an aspect of taking things to the next level. Financially, it's looking good. You might be investing in studies in order to expand your business or your work. You're learning a new field in order to expand. You might be expanding your business, your project. You're going to get some news from this Queen of Pentacles. You're going to get some information with this Ace of Swords coming in about building something. This Queen of Pentacles, and again, it could be you, but this Queen of Pentacles, no, you're looking at this Queen of Pentacles, okay? This Queen of Pentacles is building something, creating something that you might find yourself a part of or wanting to be a part of, or like a sort of cooperation, like maybe you're going to work for this Queen of Pentacles or be like an independent contractor. Maybe, you know, they're hiring you for something specific. Maybe you are learning something from this Queen of Pentacles by helping them with something. Show me more, please, for Capricorn. Page of Wands. Some of you are just learning from someone who's already done something that you want to do. You're just observing them, watching them, learning from them. Some of you are doing this like peeking at them, like they don't know you're doing that. And some of you are, you know, actually like an intern or a friend, and you just, they know. You're asking them the questions, you're exploring, you're learning. This could be the other way around. There's someone who's doing that with you. I'm picking up on like assistance, like maybe it's an assistant or an intern, or it could be just a friend helping out with something, right? Getting or giving some sort of assistance, and the person giving the assistance simultaneously is learning about what the person they're helping to, it's like you're helping someone with something, and then you're learning about what it is that they're doing. Okay, and it's teaching you something, and it sparks a lot of imagination, a lot of idea, and potentially plans for yourself. And again, this could be the other way around. The Tower in the reverse. I'm picking up on a crisis averted. Like, again, dodging the crash or the bullet or whatever. But something really good comes out of it. Like, okay, there's a foundation of some sort. This could be a relationship. This could be work. There's a foundation of some sort that was or is in a direction of like building and stabilizing, but then there's a switch. There's a switch, there's a turnaround, there's a really sharp change. You're on the same road but changing the car, or you're going to the same destination but changing the hotel. Like something, you know, something like that. It's the same but it's different at the same time. Okay, maybe you were, okay, let's take the work analogy again. Okay, let's say you're working with a partner on some sort of a work endeavor or an idea, and then you keep doing the same creation, but you change the person you're working with. It's a different person. Okay, if this is not working, I'm going to hire someone else. Or this partnership is not working, I'm going to partner up with someone else. Okay, I'm studying this thing, but I want to change the school. Study the same thing, change the school. Or staying in the same school, but staying in the same school. Staying in the same school, but studying something else. There's a sudden switch. Interesting. And it's a saving grace. It's crisis averted. Had you gone forward with that thing, that person, that place, the vision is good, but the specifics, there's something that needs to change in the specifics. So if you were to continue with those same specifics, the idea would crash. But if you were to change the specifics, right, then the idea would flourish or will be evading a crisis. Page of Swords in the upright and the Seven of Cups in the reverse. An acute clarity of mind, like snapping out of a situation that was self-deceit. You weren't deceived by someone, you deceived yourself. You got stuck in a place telling yourself it's for all the right reasons, but it was actually for the wrong reasons. And that's also part of the switch. There's a wake-up call, a mental recognition. So the freedom that you're experiencing this month, Cappy, is on several levels. I'm picking up on a question. Yeah, always, guys. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Cupid, whatever. If this really hits home and resonates with you and you think it's for you, take it. These are general readings. And there's always spiritual guidance in all of my readings. But either way, we all have Capricorn in our chart somewhere. So more or less, right? That would vary. But come back to this reading and see if it was for you. But if you feel like this might be you, then take it. Wow, okay. All right, I'm going to show you the cards. We'll rearrange the cards to see what else can come up, and then I'll show you a preview of your extended, which will focus on your love life. So if this is about love, it will pick up on that, and if this is not about love, then it will pick up on what is relevant for your love life. Okay, so I have here 2 pages. Let's take the major arcanas. 1, 2, 3, 4, brilliant. Phew. Jumping the wagon last minute before the crash. This is crazy. I'm so sorry that I keep bringing those crashy analogies. I don't mean to scare you. It's just an analogy. Okay? It's just an analogy. Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and here we have Ace, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10. Do not repeat. No need for now. Ooh, bottom of the deck, the Star. Massive inspiration. Okay, so we didn't have numeric repetition, which kind of confirms the 2 timelines kind of mushing within one another, and the sharp switches that are happening. It's like it's gonna feel like things are not flowing and chronological. No, it's gonna be like twists and turns and jumps and all kinds of things that you're like a very skilled circus juggler. You're going to perform masterfully. I'm not worried. This will be perfect, literally perfect. But it's going to feel like a theme park. And you're going to get so many messages from people around you. They will say things. They don't mean to say something that will make you realize something, or you might see it as a sign, but it's like the divine is speaking to you through people. So seemingly random situations when people do certain things or say certain things, and it all kind of leads the way in a peculiar way. Yeah, okay. Let's see your extended for love. So I'm going to shuffle the card, focusing on you and your person of interest. Put your intent into it. Just take a breath. Chill, relax. Focus on the cards. You don't, even better if you don't think of a specific person, but think about your person and you and your person of interest. Think of your love life for the month of March, and we'll pick up on what it needs to pick up on. Okay? Capricorn and their person of interest for the month of March, please. Double pentagram. Okay. Well, let me move the camera so there's more room. Sorry. And I'll also pull up your runes. Okay. This is called a double pentagram spread. For those of you who are into tarot, I teach it on my Tarot Masterclass Bunkai. There's an online pre-recorded class that teaches advanced spreads. Just scroll down. It's on Vimeo, link below. Scroll down in the classes. It's 80 something. You'll see it. It will be written in the description. Okay. This is you. This is your person. But if this sounds like you and this sounds like them, you may, of course, reverse the roles. Mindset, heart space, your actions towards one another, where you feel you stand, influences outside of your dynamic past, present, future potential for the month of March. So you here bring Knight of Wands. Oh, you're on the go. You're fast, fast, fast. Move, move, move. Your person expresses the Hierophant. Your person is like, slow down, Cappy. Much to plan, much to consider, much to do. And you're like, yes, but I need to do fast. I need to go there. I need to go there. And I need to do this. And I need to do this. And you're a little bit on a different. No, okay. Hold up. So your person here, this person expresses a lot of wisdom, a lot of mastery. The Hierophant, right? They say the right thing in the right time. They are wise. They are experienced. They are positive. They are patient. And right now, Knight of Wands, in your communication, you feel like you don't have time for this. And I understand why. We just, not time for this, not necessarily time for this person, but to this way of operating, because you're like, it's not the time to be responsible, or it's not the time to be slow. This is the time to grab opportunities and to move fast and to operate, because you instinctually feel like much to do, right? All those timelines collapse, and you feel like there's a lot of things happening simultaneously that you need to juggle. Your person is on one specific energetic path. They're not picking up on the things that you're picking up on. Now, that's one aspect of it. Another aspect of it is your person here wants to have it serious, committed, long-lasting marriage, children, all that jazz, and systematic. You here are still at a place of adventurous spirit, and you don't want to necessarily yet do that. You think there's something else around the corner that I'm instinctually feeling that I need to charge towards. Well, because the Knight of Wands rides a horse normally, that's why it's coming up. But like, examine, try. You want to experience something. You feel like instinctually that you can't necessarily yet commit to this. Let's see. We need to see more of the cards. Figure out exactly, and I will do so right now in your extended. Link is below in the description box. It's available on Vimeo and on Patreon. On Patreon, you'll have all the other extendeds as well to cross-watch, and also to watch your other placements, not just for this month, but for past months as well. You have other VIP content on top of things. You have Karmic Shift and Liberation, rune messages that I post weekly for each day of the week with animal spirit. So I would love for you to check out Patreon. But you also most certainly have that available on Vimeo. So up to you. Let's see what the runes are. Runes for love life for Capricorn. Love life for Capricorn for the month of March. Wow, okay. Beok in the upright that fell right on this Knight of Wands. Suilo in the upright. This is amazing. And Hera in the upright. Well, Hera doesn't have a reversal, but it didn't feel like this. That's what I'm saying. Beok, Suilo, Hera. Okay. We will look into all of this right now. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I love you very much. Have a wonderful month, and I'll see you in a second. Bye for now.